Hey, this is James, a non-professional, back with another episode of Draw. And today we're doing Elvis Presley. Now, this drawing is another addition in the series in which I attempt to draw celebrities. I do this so that I can practice how to draw, varying facial features. And in order for me to do that, celebrities, of course, are the best candidates simply because you can go on Google and you can essentially find any angle you want, any way you want to draw them, and you're able to do a more in-depth character study with celebrities than you would just some rando, simply because there's a lot more material online with regards to how these people look. I mean, they're constantly being photographed. So we are in roughs. So let's throw up those concepts on the stage and see what works and what doesn't work. It is primarily a giant head. So remember your proportions, the quartering of the face, the side plates on the side, and of course the cheekbones, and where they fall along down there by the chin area, and the hairline, the eye line, the tip of the nose, and so on. I've gone through this several times, and I'm sure you guys don't want to hear me say it over and over again, but that's important. And as I said with the Taylor Swift drawing, for those of you who watched that video, the best approach to, or at least what I found, the best approach to drawing real life characters and translating them into comic book form, in a sense, you're drawing a caricature. But what you do is you take the most distinctive features of their face and you emphasize those things, because that's when people look at your drawing, those are the things that they're going to recognize right off the bat when they look at your drawing. Is they're going to see, for example, with Taylor Swift, she has the squinty eyes and the golden locks that she had when she was younger. And then, of course, with Elvis Presley here, he has the crooked smile with the upper lip curl on the left side, and, of course, his big slick back hair. And of course, some other features such as the gigantic collar and the, I guess his attire is going to signify to the audience who he actually is. And as I said, when you're drawing characters in live action, those are the things that you want to give great emphasis to. So as you can see throughout the pencils process and even the roughs process, I had to constantly draw over and over again that crooked smile and that upper lip curl. And I, even though I'm satisfied with it, I always think it could be better. It's hit or miss whether or not I think this actually looks like Elvis Presley. Sometimes I look at it and think, hey, yeah, that's a competent version of Elvis Presley. And then sometimes I take a look at it and I'm thinking to myself, man, it looks actually like a guy who has very similar facial features to Elvis Presley and is just impersonating Elvis Presley at like Vegas or something. I can't consistently look at this drawing and say, hey, that looks like Elvis Presley to me. I think that if someone looks at the drawing, they'll know what I'm going for, but whether it actually looks like Elvis Presley, let me tell you, it's really hard to translate live, actual, real people into comic book. There's a lot of, color variations, and again, maybe it's just me just incompetently drawing these things, whatever, but to me it's difficult. The reason why I got inspired to draw Elvis Presley is because I was on J. Scott Campbell's Instagram just looking at his drawings. I do that from time to time. Actually, I do that quite a bit because he's got a lot of great art on there. And he had a bunch of celebrities that he had drawn, the guy from Elf and a number of others, some musicians and actresses and actors and stuff like that, and I think to myself, man, he had Harrison Ford on there, and I think to myself, man, these things look great. I mean, I can, just by looking at the drawing, I'm thinking to myself, yeah, I know who that is. I know what he was doing, and it's something that I wanted to do with my own drawings, just be able to see a face and then just replicate, those facial features into comic book form. Because, he wasn't, I guess J. Scott Campbell wasn't actually drawing, the typical caricature, the gigantic head with the tiny body type of characters. He was drawing just celebrities in comic book form, and he did, a significantly good job. You can actually recognize his skill level and his understanding of facial features simply because what he was aiming for with regards to replicating these celebrities was translated very well into comic book form. And, I'd like to do that someday. So in the tradition of persistence, patience, perseverance, I plan on continuing to draw these things, even though Sometimes they look like them, sometimes they don't, and you know, and hopefully I can get to a point where I'm more consistent in creating these images that look more like its real life counterparts. Anyways, we're wrapping up the final details in the inks here, and that should just about do it. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned some things. Always remember your 3 P's: persistence, patience, perseverance. That's how you mature in any endeavor. Hey guys, if you like my content, please like or comment below. And if you want regular updates, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.